Alright, here we have the Datum demo. This is the game I'm currently working on with a few college buddies. I have a 5-man team. It's 2 programmers, 1 scientific advisor, and 2 interpreters. For a scientific advisor is actually a deaf student. I don't know why I said student, but he's deaf. He was a student, obviously. He's actually getting his doctorate right now. He's also a programmer, but right now he only has time to be our scientific advisor, and he is great at it. He is making sure that our science is accurate in this game because it is very, very scientific based. It's based on string theory and quantum mechanics. So anyways, real quick, I'm not going to get too far into the secrets of the game and the story and whatnot, but you're this little guy named Datum. You're in this virtual world. It's kind of based on a Tron type deal. It's like, inside of a world where everything's alive, except they're not programs. They're actual like it's artificially made by man. Everything in here, and this is actually a replica of this science building. So there's a real one, and then there's a replica inside a virtual world. That's where they do their experiments, and something goes wrong, and one of the main characters gets obliterated and restructured as this little square character here with these eyes, named Datum. Smallest form of information to represent a human. It actually starts off as a pixel, and some cool things happen. Won't get into that. Anyways, so right now, I just wanted to show off my tile editor real quick. It's not really that great, but I'm proud of it. So we have a grid here. It's a simple classic tile map editor, but it makes it so much better for us to get all of the tiles out in a nice, easily made level design. I can with ease put out so many different designs, and they all look pretty, look great. It's these are all 16 by 16 tiles, and I spend quite a bit of time, designing the different shapes and stuff. This is the room the player will actually start in. There'll be a really cool background of several scientific devices back there. With the story elements and whatnot. So what this game is essentially, though, is a jump and shoot game like Mega Man. It functions just like Mega Man, except you look like this. And one of the cool features is, I'm going to actually close this one out because the one that we have an actual, our game lab where we experiment and do everything is right here in a different project right now. And so, we'll go ahead and load that up for you so you can see all the cool stuff this game can do right now. Everything's kind of a mess. It's all over the screen because we're just testing things out. A lot of the animations are there. So this is Datum. So he can't shoot yet. He doesn't have a weapon yet. But there are weapons. There's like a fire weapon. These are weapons right here. These things you see. Like this is kind of like a Metroid. What is it? A plasma beam. This is a meteor shower type weapon that showers down. So we're kind of combining that whole Metroidvania type gameplay with Mega Man jump and shoot mechanics. And we have this unique mechanic in here where the way that you traverse levels and discover information is Datum can scan his environment and find unique properties and things. For instance, this little thing here is supposed to represent electricity. It's just a random sprite we threw in there for that. And all it does for him is allow him, a la Bioshock, to zap this door that's malfunctioned and open it. So it's stuff like that. That's kind of where we started with it. Now, I knew I wanted to do a scanning thing because I love Metroid. Metroid Prime, I really thought it was cool, the whole scanning thing. But, I didn't want it to really get in the way of the player. So there's kind of like a Minecrafty thing going on with it. Like you saw that when you bring it out here, we're not going to make it take that long. You have to hover over the object and then it takes a few seconds. We're not going to do that. What we are going to do, though, is make you be able to basically allow you to be able to mine the various tiles. So as you can see, this map isn't tile-based. This is the original map that we did, and we just haven't changed it because I just finished the tile editor, and that is being built, all the levels. But each tile, as they're brought out, has a unique class attached to it. It's called tile, simple as that, and allows information to be relayed when it's scanned. So it says is scanned, already scanned, what kind of elements it contains, and those elements can be used to do all kinds of cool things. So let's see here. I think you can exit here. Yeah. There's a few, we were working on some enemy AI stuff. Right now they're just fighting each other. But they do come after Datum event. I don't know if you noticed, but see how he's taking damage down there? There's a, oh, you can't see that because it is not in the view window. But if you look down here, there's a bunch of zeros and ones. That's actually his life. And we need to work on this a lot, but obviously. But see, he loses his life in like binary. So that was a fun thing. I'm gonna restart this and go to a different part. So yeah, this is just our test lab. We're just testing stuff out. So what the point of a lot of stuff is, like, obviously you saw the electricity. Well, this one is air, and you can actually get air. And what air does is it allows you to jump higher. So you can traverse higher levels. There's actually another test chamber in here where we have a whole bunch of like platforms that you can't reach and stuff. We were just testing out. So in that Metroidvania kind of way, you have to get these different elements and use them. And if you can see this H and this O here, that's how we're going to implement it through a menu system of things player can collect in order to like build like elements. So like they collect like, basically they're making molecules, so like H2O. What's that make? Water. And what can you do with water? You can make weapons or create other elements or other things. It's not really going to be a crafting thing like Minecraft, just the way it's extracted. I don't like the idea of all the crafting going on. It's like too many people are doing that. So as you can see, fire, it will be weaponized, but it also makes you a lot faster. And we need to tighten these controls because it looks like he kind of slides a little bit. He's not really supposed to slide. So those are the three elements that we are just working on. I mean, there's going to be a lot of them. I mean, Johnny, he's our scientific advisor. He will be, he's actually currently creating a massive list of everything that we could possibly scan, and every element that we could use in a game, from everything from like aspirin to acid, or if we want to do chlorophyll, like some kind of cool things with photosynthesis. We have millions of ideas. We're trying to keep it simple though, so we can actually finish this game. I don't know if I said, but there's already there's about 3,000 assets that are already complete for this game. So pretty much now we're just in the stage of building the level. We know what the mechanics are. We know how the game functions. We even know the story. There is a basic story which you can kind of get the gist of from the example video that I have, which is it's got no sound, but it's like it's an animation that kind of gives a little bit of insight into how this world was created and what's happening. If you just kind of think about it, there'll be more to the video later on. There'll be a script created that is probably spoken or at least written across the screen in some way. So that's pretty much Datum. And this is the game, like I said, I'm working on with my college buddies. And we've gone so far, we even have two interpreters that show up and help us. And that's a blessing. So because we need to be able to communicate with him. It's a lot easier to have them interpret than to type back and forth, which is what we would do. It's really like we use Facebook. We have a page to communicate with each other. So that's helpful when he's not around. But it's really good to have interpreters. So I'm glad I lucked out there. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If you guys ever want to, if you want to have an interview or whatever and check this out, I'll show it to you. You can check out my code and all the things I've done in that way. So I'm going to sign off here, and you guys take care. Thank you.